draft, shall we? As OG Vici Gaming, I'm sure we're all going to keep a close eye on whether or not Techie shows up again.
Outside, Vici was laughing. I heard, I think it was DY I saw, was like mimicking Techie's explosions. And he kept saying, boom, boom. So I think that I really wish at that moment I could see because it looked like they were laughing like crazy about it.
It's Radiant's turn to ban.
Yeah, OG seems in very high spirits.
Dire should pick now. It's Radiant's turn to pick.
Do you think that's like a very important concept now? Like, do you think that's something that OG opened to everyone?
Especially at the is very important. In our terms, when fight as high as TI is not as important. We can kind of just went going through it. Stress levels high as a TI.
10 seconds.
$50 million. Like, it's real. $50 million is real.
Yeah.
It's in everyone's head. And you're kind of like pressured to play. You're forced to play the game and win. But reality, if you have fun, you usually play very well and they win naturally.
Yeah.
Mindset for that is you kind of like try to get better from that. That should be try to get better. No matter win or lose, maybe you learn.
It's
win, try to learn something.
Omni Knight.
Goal is to get.
Do you mind if I ask you, winning TI, and because it is such a life-changing amount, can I ask you, like, what that experience was like for you? Do you feel like it changed your life for the better significantly, or, you know, just a bit?
Dire should pick now.
Invoker.
My life comes to Dota too. It's kind of the same. Now that it's past 2 years already, I don't really feel the TI win anymore.
Yeah.
It's more like a past and one, and every tournament you go to is a different thing.
Yeah. Okay. First pick, Magnus, Omni Knight, Invoker.
It's on.
5 seconds.
Maybe Vici Gaming are going to go for it. They've got the Magnus.
Does Vici have anything to play for? Are they guaranteed second?
Yeah, they're. This is your first and second, no matter.
So Vici also might just a little bit of a fun time.
Sure.
Way to hit this.
What are your thoughts on the support Invoker that we've seen so much, Matu?
It's really hard for me to judge. They haven't buffs to mana burn is like kind of stops heroes from playing.
Yeah.
Like they can't else with them. Quite simple as that. And then you have these strong meta heroes like quite as much damage. Scales pretty well.
Yeah, it seems like that was the part that just had to be solved, is how do you make the first hits work?
It's Dire's turn.
So we have
Faceless
Magnus
Void.
plus Void. And Void is a hero that I see PSG LGD actually pick up quite a bit.
What's Radiant's back?
It feels like they're one of the few teams that run it a lot. What enables this hero? What makes him good?
Counters like of a strong lane. It's kinda you just strong off lane. Vice the lane. They have Magnus.
10 seconds.
But it's kind of an all-in concept, this Mag Void, right? Like, you are heavily focused on this one hero Void, and if he does get shut down or initiated on.
A little bit, but you say also if you one fight, the game kind of snowballs into your favor.
That's true.
Because it swipes all the map, gets all the farm, and so on. Thing is, like, heroes like wrestle with them quite. Comes up for that fight too.
It's Dire's turn to ban.
Like It's a very redraft in this, very active, like farm with spec, fighting with them, form this race, trying to turn around from that. It doesn't really quite work.
Yeah, it seems like the certain timings stuff, like
10
Radiant
seconds.
Spectre, for example, it's like instead of just trying to play passively and wait to
5
fight
seconds.
until you have that Radiance, why not fight
What's
to make sure that
Radiance
Radiance
down,
actually does
Tommy?
happen?
Yeah.
Get the kills that allows you to get the space that you need rather than the
On what?
the draft, life, TI.
The draft, life? Yeah, those are broad questions.
10 seconds.
On life? I'm not sure. I was thinking about
5
your question,
seconds.
actually, that you asked him. Winning something like TI?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it was
It's
interesting.
Radiant's
I mean, I think that's like the money becomes almost an overinflated topic for TI. I think like people really fixate on it, but I do think that's one of the coolest things about TI. That the money aspect is that how it.
Already, I think, already so much money with
10
it.
seconds.
It doesn't really. A lot of these stuff
5
already
seconds.
earned million each. The players,
Yeah.
like what money, you know?
Yeah.
Adding after that 1 million, life.
And that's why sometimes it's like it's the new teams to the scene. You know, like Infamous, for example. I mean, their DPC season, they got last place at Epicenter. Them being able to place outside of their group, like that's actually really exciting.
That
It's a
is
great story.
That is some life changing. Even
Yeah.
though they would top 8 play, it's gonna change their life and their family.
That's what MC said about winning, right? He said he was like the Bulgaria for a while. He said,
King of Bulgaria.
That's
And probably
Diamond's
the
turn.
others called him.
yeah.
He didn't get there by himself, you know. I feel like that would be yeah.
They're, what is it? I was talking to Alliance outside, and they're happy.
It's Radiant's turn.
You're not playing for them. All of every place, even 16th and 500k. That's a great amount of money. What it is at this point is just trying. I was like, "What are your goals?" And they're like, "We just want to get to the best of 3." Show.
That's
That's a good goal.
Yeah, and I think that I like that team and their mentality. They set
10
like easy
seconds.
goals. Like the first year they played together, they're like, we don't get the TI, that's fine. The second year
5 seconds.
we try to make it to TI, they make it. But now they're like, let's try to get top 12. It feels like there's like a progression at all.
Building something. Get better. That's what I talked about earlier. The right mindset. They're not too
As the game gets better in terms of skill, do you think mindset, mentality starts to matter a lot more rather than just strategy?
values it.
It's Dire's turn to pack.
It's hard to say. I don't know.
Elder Titan.
He
I
cares
mean,
about it a lot.
Yeah, they have a.
Yeah.
It's kind of the state. Yeah, they just go up.
10 seconds.
I think that really
5 seconds.
that I noticed, like, you're trying to not treat TI like it all be all. You're supposed to see it as that's something Stumel said too. You ask him why he plays so well at that I play well, and you're not even trying to play that much better at TI. You're play your norm,
Yeah.
like your average that you can perform at in scrims, and
Normal
most of
is-
the time you'll TI.
Yeah,
In
normal
a
is
way.
always-
It's Radiant.
In a way, Sumail kind of had an OP advantage, right? Shows up, wins his first TI, then like
his
you know
home
from
now.
there on out, like you already won this tournament, so
regardless of if people playing worse. I think it would have been the same. I'll see. Yeah, how it goes down. Only
10 seconds. 5 seconds.
So watching these teams, do you think it's like Secret, OG? Who else do you think is like really?
Secret. Gonna.
Sure.
So it's kind of like Smash. There'll be a difference.
10
Continues to be-
seconds.
Who knows? Anything can happen. Playoffs.
5 seconds.
Here in the group stage, we're still playing from the practice room. Comfy. You have the audience there. It's not like all around you and like lights are on you,
Yeah.
10 cameras are what day, and it's like
Tiny, Elder, Titan. These are two of the supports that have had very high pick rates and I believe very high win rates as well. Elder Titan was very successful, at least in the
Dire should
first
pick now.
half of the group.
quite weak. Tiny's have been
Okay.
Infamous run it. We
They
actually
run
seen,
it almost exclusively for
Yeah.
position.
10 seconds.
strong melee. A lot of
5
melee
seconds.
falling off a
Yeah.
lot more. You don't really quite work rolling with your Leshrac stunned and you're
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Radiant's pack.
I mean, Elder Titan has received a demotion. Doesn't happen too often, but he's gone from a 4 to a 5 position promote. Don't see a ton of Earthshakers, not a ton of Earth Spirits either. And Grimstroke now. So, do you think that's what? Tiny mid?
10 seconds.
Okay.
how it looks
5 seconds.
around.
Winter
Last
You can
Wyvern.
choose now, if you're able.
I feel like it's gonna be okay. I'm wrong.
It's okay,
The Yang
man.
Magnus.
It's not easy.
Yeah, it's not easy. These are their own varies from player wise. Maybe UI or Fate. Kind of known for his.
Yeah. Yeah.
You think Gang's soft lane?
He's
Yeah.
okay.
As a mid laner, what do you think about Thompson? Fellow mid laner.
Oh,
Aren't you?
kind of
What's kind of?
play mid, but I don't regard myself as.
That's like the only qualification for being a mid laner is to play mid.
To play.
I guess so.
What is it that you want to play? It seems like you have more of an affinity for safe lane. Okay.
The Thompson he's special. He has some kind of curable. He doesn't really classic mid here, but he just kind of wants to play. It's also a little bit of a weak normal mid here.
Come in.
That's just where you prove
No
yourself.
what's coming.
Well, not to me.
Yeah, you're like,
Already made up my mind.
if a Thompson hero gets picked up, you just kind of instantly.
Yeah.
There's no chance of it like being switched around in the draft or anything.
Wonderful.
And with this, it's the Invoker top.
Probably one of the.
I always think of that one moment against LGD or EG, where they make the comeback with Invoker, and that one play where he hits the meteor and the deafening blast knocks the two EG heroes into him rather than pushing them away. It was like one of those things where if you just hit it towards if you pass it by them after the tornado a little bit, they'll get pushed towards you, and it was sick.
Are you a good Invoker?
Practice it.
Yeah.
I kind of want to I came to. Probably not good enough.
Yeah.
Now the battle begins. Jax has been waiting.
So what is
all day for
Invoker
this.
good against?
Usually good when you draw out the lane, start rotate. It's kind of like he's a natural vessel player. Very good vessel. First now.
Yeah, that was something that we casted a game where the Invoker didn't have side lane stick, right?
Yeah.
It was Legion Commander and Lifestealer, I think. And Legion Commander that did very well in his lane.
Trust me, he found out the hard way.
Yeah, there was a moment where he was like, he kind of moved out to a side lane. He was like,
I think it was Ori, actually.
yeah,
It was Ori. Ori made the move. I think it was against Infamous, too. Ori, made the move towards the lifesteal lane and then stopped, and then he made the move towards bottom and he stopped. And then he just walked from it.
You could just see him just doing the mental math and figuring it out. There was nothing
He probably asked
to do.
his team, he was like, can I go bottom? They're like, nope. Can I go top? Nope. Okay, I guess I'm going to hit some jungle creeps. He was a Quaswex Invoker and he was hitting jungle creeps. That's what I thought. Remember, that was my suggestion. It was against the Chris Lux Storm.
Yeah.
In this game, is there a good lane for me?
Wyvern's breath.
A lot of good lane.
He's a good counter initiator to when Ori wants to make plays, right?
Yeah.
As well. So it seems like, in a way, all three lanes very effective against all three cores, which is surprising since the Invoker was picked rather early.
Be well.
Oh,
Not.
Born Invoker react to this.
Not as
On our
impressive
old
as the
lineup instead?
original.
Very good line.
Denied.
Void, Ogre, Magnus, synergy. Tiny with Empower is just bonkers.
It definitely seems like the Void lane is going very well for Paparazzi. He's just able to shrug off any of the nukes that they throw at him. He's been pressuring the Omni Knight quite a bit, but Thompson actually getting dove here in the mid lane. Fade with his illusions, going to be able to pick up the first blood, helping Ori in his mid lane.
And the torrents to come.
Yeah, I mean, just this bottom lane, right? Elder Titan as a 5 position. You got this Gyrocopter who's very level dependent as well. Gyro seems to be a surprising hero of the tournament for me anyway. When he's been separated from the IO, he actually still finds plenty of success.
Jara has been fun.
What are some of the big buffs that stood out to you?
They gave him some. Generally, Jara is a very good hero.
Burns out the mana of Ori once again. As you said, it's as simple as just burning out the mana and the hero can't play Dota.
Yeah. Mana burn is a very unfun mechanic.
Dude, I agree.
I mean, I agree to some extent too.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. That is, I completely support Valve. Their balancing decisions of Dota 2.
Peace.
you may not have a casting career ahead of you, Matu, but I'm still trying to salvage mine, you know?
You know, I'm gonna be fired before I was even hired.
Yang in some trouble. The missile's after him. He will be able to get the skewer, pulling No Tail into the tower. But No Tail doesn't care. He just wants to be able to beat down Faith. And he gets out of the range of the ink stroke, so he's not going to die. No Tail gets away with a double kill.
Oh my lord.
Thank you very much.
Man, I thought at least he would kill him with the ink swell. He would at least get that stun off, but No Tail was so fast.
I mean, it was pretty close. The ink swell off for the damage, so it was stun went off. Magnus would have 5-2 and
5-minute bounty's up. And Fate's actually in good position. Mid lane, EMP goes out, or he knows his man is going to get burned, so he just throws out whatever he's got.
A scan from Radiant.
He's got plenty of stick charges and a bottle to work with. Feels like that's one of those things you just have to change a little bit about everybody's item builds. A lot more regen.
Toss back, but Thompson should be just fine here. They're trading out a little bit.
Unless the nuke. Oh, the big hit. He's going to stroke and toss the tree. That's what you need to be able to finish off the kill.
That was a boss play.
wait, put on a branch and throw the tree at him?
Yeah.
That's
I like
sick.
that.
That's sick. If you died like that, you tip.
The bounty which my matriarch would grant.
No play is good enough for Matu.
Above average.
Above average. What are you giving it out of 10?
Definitely a TI player.
I see.
Like 6.5 out of 10.
5 out of 10.
Will manage to get the stun onto the Winter Wyvern. The stroke actually missing Jerix as it came from the left side, but they don't really need the damage.
You lose.
Grand gift from the Increase.
Lineup is but I think she has like brutal force. Too much damage. They have these cute counters to prepare like Wyvern, T-Stomp.
And over here,
GA, but I
Radiant's
think
top tower. About to fall.
Healing.
So do you favor
and
Vici's line? Last game, favorite OG's lineup.
I mean, you say they have like cute counters, but don't they have like a lot of really strong counters? Winter Wyvern has 2 different options. You've got Omni Knight and his toolkit. No Tail. Oh, he's actually going to throw out the Spirit, and
That was weird. DY just kind of got tossed into the air.
yeah. Okay.
it's like there's too much. Like Empower Tiny is like still need to be using your spells in time for them to work.
They barely gets away from the
Dire's
Thompson.
middle tower is under
Just a stick charge or 2. He was trying to stop this mid lane push that's coming out, taking advantage of Ori's absence. Too cute. So what's a manly counter?
Manly counter.
Yeah.
Kind of like you kind of like regard the heroes that the enemy team has and just kill them. Like OG Zeros are kind of like they need to wait for V to use their spells to use their spells.
I see.
So you kind of like wait for them to make the initial move.
for justice.
The manly thing would
Yep. If you're looking
Kind
for
of
Radiant's
heroes.
bottom tower, better hurry.
You just have the stronger initiation and kill power, and you just run at them.
Absolutely perfect.
2 to 4,000 gold lead
Radiant's
for
middle
Vici
tower
Gaming
is under-
off of this rather successful laning phase. You could see they almost had top 3 CS. It's only the gyrocopter. They're just eke it out at 41. And
I think this game still pretty even. Waiting to see where the team fight.
and where are the team fight?
I'd kind of like to see. The problem is normally I like to see paparazzi just, but there's so much counter initiative for this Chronosphere. I think it actually kind of causes a problem because by this time he's level 6. There are some plays that normally you could make, like you could even
Dire's middle
TP towards
tower
mid,
is having a bad day.
gank, put pressure on the tower, but it's harder in a game like Jerix can just counter it.
very fine back with it and just keep.
There's your first Chronosphere, and he
one
just
dies.
didn't get any back. Seb was able to get out the Heavenly Grace, protecting No Tail.
But I think it's hard because they don't have... There's like no kill combo with this Void.
Yeah, there's no
like,
damage
Sky.
they dump into a Chronos.
Yeah, there's no Sky or some sort of like huge spell that comes out from the outside.
happens when you're around.
There's your combo.
Oh, there you go.
Everything
I like
is there
that.
in that Chronos. For Tiny. Throw what I meant. Boom.
All right, this game can't end too quickly. Then I have to see that at least once. Tornado EMP.
It does mean that they've got a slower lineup though, right? Instead of Vici.
Certainly. You know, these heroes are kind of...
Dire just fortified.
So they're sort of similar in that regard?
A little bit. Not quite.
Jarex.
It all comes down to, like, how do they fight in the post.
Jarex knows he's dead. He's just going to try and buy a little bit more time.
Trample.
Like yeah. Very greedy. Void, but without Chrono.
Yeah, and they make it away from Anna, who made the first rotation. All he got out of it was an ogre. And Vici Gaming got the signal. Okay, time to move to the other side of the map. Anna's kind of the strongest hero in the game right now.
Except TPing bottom just to save out the towers.
Oh, maybe they're still going to try and save this one, but he does manage to finish off the Grimstroke there. Gets rid of the Phantom as well. It's just straight up an RP being used by Yang, but no damage to follow it up. Not yet, anyway. That's where Ori comes in. The skewer right into him with the Avalanche Toss. An easy kill, but still looks like OG wants to fight. The Winter's Curse doesn't actually lash into Ori. The Stomp doesn't actually land either, so Ori's just going to be able to get a toss onto Jarex, bring him back into the Grimstroke, and his allies in Yang.
Radiant just fortified.
4-7 now as they do successfully defend that tier 1 tower.
Middle tower full?
Well, it didn't zone enough.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It barely zoned.
Very zoned. Zoning Crow. Zoning Curse. But it...
I mean, nobody can seem to stand mid lane for too long. Like, Ori shows up and he just gets his mana burn.
Ooh,
so, as a result, Thompson's been able to chip away at that mid tower, taking it at 11 minutes.
Scared of Radiant's
It always
top
feels super
tower.
nice as a mid lane. Especially if none of your side lanes get taken down. Because now it makes rotation
very gaming. Tower like this. One hero down usually. A lot of teams want tower with their lives, but kind of like all of the really want to move. Mana burn, they feel going base because they're not ready to fight us.
Dire structures are
I remember your guys' game at Paris Major. 5-man mid, level 1.
Yeah, we tried that. We tried to kill the tier 1 mid with 5-man.
That was some true cheese. Paparazzi does have stick charges, but he's not going to be able to get away from this Thompson Invoker.
Was that something you guys had practiced before?
Wait, that was just pure theory crafting?
Kind of, yeah. Tested it in lobby myself.
Okay.
Like spawning like MS heroes with no... Hit it, what happened? In the end, like they came like
Dire's
3 heroes to
top
stop
tower is
us
about
from
to
killing the
fall.
tier 1 mid.
What did you think would happen?
Okay, on the lane. My mind, it was...
So that was your idea?
That was my idea.
I see. It went terribly.
Dire's top
It went so
It really did.
Kuro had Curse of Avernus level 1.
Okay, that was throwing. I told him not to skill. He was throwing. Okay, Kuro was throwing at that moment. I told him don't skill up skills that it's gonna ruin your games, you know?
This is just some casual tower hit.
Yeah, we're just gonna casually hit.
Moke up from Thompson and No Tail. Just going to get the pick off on Fade. It feels like Vici Gaming are just kind of taking turns, going mid lane and getting burned out by the EMP, or maybe dying.
Dire's top tower has some radiant shaped problems.
I would have fun playing Void in. You have Empower plus Bloodlust.
Bid farewell to Dire's top tower.
He should definitely get a lot of farm, but right now, unfortunately, he's behind the
Radiant's
Omni
bottom tower is
Knight.
under attack.
All of OG
Think Dire's
cores.
fortification will work?
Get him?
Jax thinks
No
Radiant's
Tail could
bottom
get
tower
fire
is
blasted,
full.
but immediately helped out by Seb, and he's just going to keep punching DY until he falls.
What am I?
Going on the Charo though.
Yeah, Gyro is like super far forward. He's going to get tossed back into the tier 2 with an RP on top of that. One more TP in with a Faceless Void. Paparazzi doesn't get the last hit, but at least he joins in some of the shared gold and experience.
Do you feel bad about making Paparazzi?
Yeah.
Because then you can push out the lane and then...
getting friendly with Dire's bottom tower.
They're top.
I am in your debt.
Power against weak.
Look at Dire's bottom tower, Jax.
Healing shot.
Or he's just going to try and chip in right away, but there is going to be an instant tornado EMP. Maybe with that Inkswell, they can actually finish up No Tail, and that's going to be good enough to get one pick off here. Vici Gaming, they may not be able to take that safe lane tower away from OG, but they're going to try and defend their off lane. Fade, though, is going to be chased down by Ana, who just keeps on laying out the damage. He might even go for DY next to the flat cannon shots. That'll be enough to get the kill onto Fade. You know they have vision on the high ground as well.
Very hits up, but...
Oh, and there goes Dire's bottom tower.
Time is money.
I mean, probably the only way they lose a fight right now is off a Chronosphere. Good Chronosphere, right? So,
Tower is under attack.
Not to G.
For him to get Tornado.
Yeah, or get the tornado. It's a pretty rough, but I feel like if they get enough bomb, kind of like not power to not items on board, regardless of the kind of keep hitting.
Purification.
this is like one of those times where you know you're weaker and you're just trying to bleed as few objectives, right, while your carry gets far. Meanwhile, everybody on the side of OG is able to spread out, farm up. They give Jarek the mid lane. Anna's been playing pretty ballsy at this top lane. He was super far forward last time, but I guess, as you said, if he forced that rotation, at the end of the day, it does give them a tower. Okay, Corey blinks out. Yang blinks in. Not quite sure what they want to be able to do here, but unfortunately a skewer and that bloodlusted Tiny is fast enough to run away from the stomp.
That would have been such... Die.
They're all going to run at bottom lane where Thompson, he's been solo here for a long time, and he's pretty tough to hunt down.
Dire with the scan.
Buys himself down set.
Radiant's
Tier
bottom
1
tower is under attack.
They're right now.
Dire just fortified.
Smash them here.
Yeah, he's just going to be
That's
able to
exactly
get that sandwich in. They're going to be able to get the tornado, EMP out, but the RP instantly being used by Yang. But unfortunately, we have this Void who's been burned out of mana. They try and toss him out to safety here as the Omni-Knight's going to use that safety ultimate just to make sure that everyone's going to be okay, and OG can just run down any Vici Gaming heroes, including Ori on the left-hand side. Yang's going to fall as well. That is 3 cores, 2 cores.
Healing shock.
Essentially. In style. He wanted that 165 stats. Oh, Jesus. Anna's just not slowing down either.
Yeah.
No chill.
This guy definitely has no chill.
D1 has a fire blast. They can actually maybe try and nuke him down with a stroke missed.
If he hits that stroke,
He was down.
Purific fear. Nothing.
now the rest of the team's here. If he hits a stroke,
He's still almost dead.
Oh, the creep.
Oh, the tornado actually blew up.
Yeah.
It perched it off. That means the damage goes out instantly.
my
He
God.
actually maybe killed the gyrocopter.
don't worry, Seb died for it too.
Nice thing about OG, they do something, but they...
That was such a sick move, though. I like that play call by you. Does he do stuff like that often, Thompson? The ward drop into...
I noticed, I watched... Carries the wards where it's kind of nice, like some... Mobile on the map. So he's like move around the map all the way. Kind of just buys himself wards or tell wards to buy him wards.
Do Radiant want their middle
And if
tower?
anything, like, he should have a better concept of where he wants to plan the map and where he wants to get pickoffs, right?
Pretty much.
So-
I mean, he's usually the strongest hero, right? Like minutes. Ana gets like line, so wards usually help to set up those plays.
I've heard this a lot, that like the strongest hero
Radiant are scanning for
in the map needs to be the one making the calls, right? Like if it's your late game carry, like he's the strongest hero, like he needs to actually have a voice in the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's like optimally the best way, but sometimes you can kind of feel the like knowledge talkative.
That move though, that was really nice. The smoke into
Dire
the
don't
tower.
look too scared
I think
of
part of what
Radiant's
makes it
top
happen
tower.
too is once they took the mid tower solo and they never had to worry about the pressure, and they never lost their there was no trade.
There's not gonna towers. You go for a tier 1 like this, you always defend pressure on them. Powerful. Like the response is too slow every time towers die.
What was Vici's read on that? I think they just assumed that OG, since they were there.
I think so. I think they didn't expect them to defend this tower so fiercely.
Or he does manage to get the blink away. Fade, who tried to sneak a bounty rune there with Yang.
Oh, Yang. Okay.
Fortunately, there was no disables available for Thompson.
It's always weird when somebody is out in front of him.
We got stuck in the
Oh, Jarix. The next level play indeed. Grabs bounty rune, quickly gets out.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
Did it just come too late on the side of trade come too late on the side of Vici?
There was no trade. Their top tower was already dead and mid tower too. So
Starts things out with the bash. And OG,
This is awkward.
they're trying to finish up this Roshan, but Paparazzi's going to be able to get a good Chronosphere onto the two cores. This is perfect, but the Omni Knight, there it is. They are going to be able to latch the two of them with a silence, as well as the RP to follow that up with a toss on top of everything else. What a sublime combo from Vici.
And they left Roshan for them with a quarter of its health. Dude,
That
was
could
combo
not have
gaming.
been perfect. That could not have been better.
Dire did the deed. Radiant's middle
They
tower
will
is
be
under
that ready. Counter the Chrono. They don't have too many counters for the Chrono. Like they don't really know who's gonna counter what.
Radiant's
So
middle
like
tower,
the
huh?
Wyvern ulted the Void in Chrono, then the GA on top of that.
Do
Overlap
Radiant
on OG.
want their middle tower to fall?
I think they sort of need to save the curse for when the RP hit.
Maybe, yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is under
See, you see
Radiant?
they both overlap right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's free to RP. Boom, he got them all.
Do Radiant
Yang
want
with
their
the big
middle
RP
tower
and
to fall?
Ori. That toss follow up, but OG, as you said, you
will
win
be no
one fight
trades.
against
Yep.
them, and OG are like, it doesn't matter, we're gonna fight again.
Sure, they don't chicken out from these situations. Team wide, enemy team gets Roshan, they'll get back in there. But it's also like they recognize that RP North Chrono kind of free
It shall be
timing to win fight right now. Fight is not going to be favorable for them. What?
So you have to try to take as much of the map. right
Yeah,
now.
that's what they're trying. Like they,
So it's not just blind YOLOing it.
no, it's not really blind YOLO. Blind YOLO sometimes is really calculated. Now they kind of realize they kind of.
What about
Radiant
Vici?
just
What's
worked
Vici
out.
waiting for now?
They
Just
want to
cool
wait
down?
these cooldowns.
Yeah.
I mean, either the top lane, bottom lane is
Grab the tier 1 and the tier... The wards down? When will you try to connect to the triangle?
Is Dire going to let that middle tower
triangle
fall?
is very hard to get. Walk up ground,
Yeah.
and the team kind of sees you. Really hard to find. Force pretty much.
DY. Gonna walk it off. Thompson's not really trying to go for kills here, apparently.
Magnus will probably falling to the bottom now.
Plus they want to use...
And do you think OG, like, they shouldn't really defend? Do you think Seb should try to get it out of here? It may be too late as he actually gets skewered back into Paparazzi. There's the bash, the silence as well from Fade, making sure that Seb doesn't have an opportunity to get off the GA with just bash after bash from Paparazzi.
Defense will too much of a death zone.
Jax thinks Radiant's bottom tower
Can't
is
do
about
it
to
quite
fall.
the same, but 5
Dire's
minutes.
middle tower is under
Wyvern's breath.
We got some important timings coming up for OG as well with the Aghanim Scepter of Thompson. With that great stomp from No Tail. Oh, he's going to throw out the Chronosphere. That's going to be able to stop the TP from Ana. Can his damage alone be able to bring him down with a BKB? He needs a few more bashes. Ana is super fast right now.
He's going to get a bash on this
It's out
hit.
of mana, though.
He is out of mana. He's going to have to pop Arcane Boots out from DY. That allows him to be able to jump forward. He does have that Aegis, so he can commit like this, but can his team still bail him out? They're a little bit too far away. And OG are going to try and burst him down as quickly as possible with a stun. First starting off, but Paparazzi does manage to get the time walk. But here comes the rest of Vici Gaming. Still not enough to be able to bail out Paparazzi. Yang was not ready to go. Couldn't actually do any sort of skewer plays to be able to save his Faceless Void, and that means Vici Gaming will just lose 1 by 1.
That was really bad from Vici. Magnus and Tiny
Radiant's
used
bottom tower is under
balls on
attack.
Wyvern. That wasn't even a fight. They're kind of just like that 1 by 1, you know. 2v4 fight. 4 heroes and
Dire structures
more than
are
the Ogre, and then they
Is Dire going to let that middle
By
tower
one.
fall?
Tiny and Mac 1 Wyvern.
Dire's middle tower
Yeah,
is
and he
under
went for the snap buyback. Because they were
Yeah.
fighting near the shrine.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Random fight. Feels like they kind of get over it, you know. Kill these heroes in their jungle.
Oh, he tossed him back into the tier 3 radius. They do it. The Fire Blast there as well with the 3 times multicast from DY. That amount of burst damage. It's tough to beat.
Thompson gonna roll himself
Jarek's
away.
got the Winter's Curse just to make sure there isn't any extra pursuit.
I remember
But
you said
Yang,
that.
he caught him.
He's gonna do the dieback.
My horde.
You said that they should just go for that bottom push in tier 2, and instead they went back to defend.
The right play. Heroes, like, the tower pressure is not quite there, you know. No, Vici go for the bottom tier 1.
Dire's
Some
top
amount of
tower
time,
is
they're
under
gonna
attack.
get farming there. They don't want to be that greedy. It's gonna push in the other 2 lane. Start pushing you. You don't really want to trade objectives when you have the lead. You're stronger in team. So why would you trade with the other team? Time to get back.
So it was the execution, not the idea. As
Oh, nice skewer back with the RP as well. Anna, he's been picked off. They're going to throw out the Chronosphere to make sure there's no chance in hell for Anna to be able to get out of here. And now a bash on a Seb, but Paparazzi's pretty low. He's going to play it safe. They do a man. Get the Soul Bind on a 2 with the silence as well. Now Paparazzi wants to jump forward with a double Fire Blast as well. Thompson being chipped away. The Stroke of Fate. The Nullifier goes out, but he goes invis. No longer being spotted by Vici Gaming. They turn back towards the tier 2. Oh, Jesus, Yang.
Yang is actually so good with these. He doesn't hesitate whatsoever either. He's not waiting to see if he hooked anybody. He just sort of goes for it.
Anonymized by the Void, rushing the north. Got it into the
That's what you see right there.
just delivered.
He had no vision, right? He
Yeah.
actually just went for that.
He just kind of went for it.
He sort of just blind went in. That was sick. Yang's a beast. Mode Yang.
As a result, now up by 6K. This is, I don't know. Do they have better late game on Vici Gaming? It's all in on this Faceless Void, but it's a lot of synergy with it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
On
Yep.
this tiny. So much damage. Especially if kind of like any hero would.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
Yeah. He's got the beginning of the Crystallis and
Invisibility.
soon the Daedalus, and we'll have the combo fully complete.
One chrono is the guy just he's a gunner.
Dire's top tower has some.
At that point, I'm not even sure if Paparazzi needs to hit the hero himself. But all he has to do is just nullify him after the Guardian Angel, and that's about it. Yang in his rune pulls him up into the high ground. Anna trying to get back down with a force staff from Seb is successful in doing so. And the tornado running a lot of interference there as well.
I feel like paparazzi.
The Wyvern Curse.
You got Yang with Arcane Boots, DY. I think Fade probably should have gone Arcane Boot just to help old paparazzi out. They got a 4-man smoke up, though. Head towards Ori.
Map was in.
Take over that fortress you were talking about. That is
especially that fortress. Nice to hold.
There it is, the jump. Tornado, a beautiful one from Thompson. Ori is still built there with the follow-up initiation. Is going to be able to toss Anna back. He does get a few trees out onto Anna as well, but the Guardian Angel from Seb, a great force staff from him, does manage to help him out. Yang dies. Anna's still quite healthy thanks to Seb and all the heals. And now, Vici Gaming, I'm not sure how they're going to deal with this one. Thompson actually gets tossed over. He's like, okay, I'll take the Ogre Magi instead of Paparazzi, who's going to be forced to go for the BKB teleport out. A nasty fight for Vici Gaming.
Time is money.
Hard right now.
Pension well gotten.
I mean, that was just a beautiful tornado reaction out of him. Look at him. He's just hunting for more. He's just going to ruin Paparazzi's...
BKB.
Yeah.
He might get him here, actually.
With Cold Snap trying to stop him. The Time Walk does manage to go out. He throws out the Chronosphere, but I'm not sure if you could stick around for this one. They do have a buyback coming out from Yang, but he's not going to complete the TP. The Mask Man is going to wear out, so he will be able to Time Walk once. But Thompson can catch him with another Cold Snap, and now Anna's going to be here as well. Yang, he needs to run some interference, but he just doesn't have it. He knows if he goes in, he'll just die as well. Right next to Paparazzi in the graves, and now OG, they just go for the high ground.
This is an alacrity gyrocopter. He's going to take this really quickly.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Would like for them to go.
Yeah, might as well, right? There's still tier 2s up, so you don't have another option.
The Ogre needs to plant trees, but I need to top. Best play right now. RP5 of them, then
Ori almost finished them off, but No Tail gets healed. What a great cold embrace from Jerix, and now he's just going to slow down Ori. Ori knows he's probably dead, so he's going to try and finish off No Tail, but the damn Cold Snap doesn't let him swing.
And they're just bleeding heroes out right now. That was so well done. The timing of that by Thompson with the Tornado. He's playing this very well.
He does have a buyback. He tries to use it. They do manage to get the skewer back into the tier 4s, but Anna is super tanky. Oh, what? Ori just tossed him down. That's a triple kill for him, and it looks like Seb tossed over. Yang looks to be able to finish that one off as well. Ori, he did it. He showed up big time. The tree toss.
Did
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wrecked him.
He just got the crit.
Empowered Tiny.
Radiant's top tower.
Empowered Tiny. You were right.
Yes.
I like how you don't even know that you're right.
Brute force. Brute force, you know?
Dire's
Just have
bottom tower is under
that
attack.
damage. All these kids' spells, they're not going to do anything. It's too much damage.
They were outplaying them for so long there, and now...
Yeah, OG played that as well, but... lineup is...
We're going to see that one again. This was the initiation from Ori earlier. His first step.
This is such a nice stomp, too. They had the Grimstroked Magnus on the top side, too. And then we hear...
Buys back. TP's in. Tries to slow down Anna. And then look at that.
The
tree toss, man. Just 2 or 3 trees. That's all it took. We head back into the game where Paparazzi has the Aegis now.
It looks so funny. They just vanish.
Aghanims, actually... Another thing about Aghanims is that you have this echo throwing these trees, and the trees hitting you, they apply the echo saber flow, so you can't really move away from the area anymore once you get it
Radiant's top tower.
Works very well together.
It's just like trying to get out of like Wukong's command, right?
Pretty
It's
much,
just like the slow is just bringing you down. The Soul Okay, a naked soulbind onto Anna, so he's not going to try and run into his team. Paparazzi using his BKB as well. He's just going to go straight for Anna if possible. They do have the GA and Jerix. Look at his positioning. He's ready to go with the Winter's Curse on the second life of the Void. He's already lost his Aegis. They're going to surround him. Paparazzi does manage to get the time walk away. Fade sitting on the side here. Can't really do much to help. Paparazzi. Thompson's just going to ghost walk forward. They know exactly where Paparazzi's headed right now. They're going to be able to get the cold snap, but without a BKB, there's not much they can do. Yang tries to jump in. He got the Invoker, but he skewered out of the rest of the tree volley. So Seb, No Tail, and Jerix, who are all low.
I think he can kill the Gyro if he runs in.
Let's see, he's got the cheese as well, so he can kind of bait him in if he wants to. Or he's going to get a little bit low, throws out the Avalanche. Is he going to try and fight at all? He does have a toss-up. He's going to use the cheese. Nope, he just stunned for a bit too long. Back over to Jerix, who is with the Yules on a fade.
That was a buyback, by the way, from Paparazzi during all of this. He's going to try to deal with this mid-wave. Paparazzi's creeps. I think that Paparazzi's being a little bit too mean.
Yeah, he's not playing well.
I mean, what was the naked soulbind into Paparazzi popping BKB and jumping down?
Yeah, so that he could dodge the rocket. And then I felt like he got desperate there.
Yeah,
he knew he messed up.
They're not even in a rush. They have got Aegis low. Play the map and maybe high ground a little. They got too little excited there.
Top tower is under attack.
I think part of it too is that once he knew he popped the BK, felt like he had right after. It's sort of like when you make one mistake and you try to buy
Dire's top
a little
tower
bit,
is in radiant shape.
You make a big play.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Now the game is.
Without the tiny round, it's going to have to be a perfect chronosphere. Problem is,
radiant structures are fortified.
Seb, he's just had great positioning every single time. Hasn't been caught inside a chronosphere yet. Always been able to get off the GA to protect his carries. So somebody else is going to have to change things for that. It looks like Ti9 is just going to try and approach and die.
I still got it.
Dire's top tower is
Yeah, slowing him down slightly. Uh-oh, Paparazzi. He's going to be forced to use his BKB here. He's going to be stomped. Time walk out.
Always out of mana, though, is the problem.
Dire structures are fortified.
The racks, they're going to glyph for their range. Right?
I like how we finished.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Got away, so
I wouldn't let Radiant get away with that.
Oh, yeah.
play.
He's closing in on his 25 as well.
Dire's bottom shrine is under attack. Dire's bottom shrine has
He bought
fallen.
himself the tome.
No more healthy dunks for Dire.
What do you take? Triple missiles? I think especially in a game like it's usually super.
I guess you should have
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
pull down on it too. Plus 40 more.
Purified.
Now Mjolnir's complete too. They're
at
immediately
Dire's
going to go
bottom
for
tower, Jax.
that was a smoke, right? Drawing the line.
Finish off this tier 2 that the siege wagons
Oh, and
are already brought low.
Dire's
Problem,
bottom tower.
Vici. Otherwise, like the Gyro is forward right now, but Gyro just keeps
Look at Dire's
not
bottom tower,
much
Jax.
play, except just trying to skewer Gyro deep back in and then just kind of burst him down and snap the chrono on the other hero.
Okay, just go for it. They're going to throw out the Chronosphere. They do have the tree volley there as well. Paparazzi's ready to go with the Nullifier, but no damage being done. Anna, perfectly healthy. Now he's going to get skewered back a little bit deeper. Now the GA ends up going down, but Anna is going to be able to quickly heal up off the Satanic. It's just too much lifesteal. They can't compete with that, especially with the Alacrity damage out. That's why Vici Gamer are just going to try and reset underneath their fountain. Paparazzi jumping in, going for a different target, but Seb had the Ghost Scepter, so he's going to be okay. The Cold Snap is really causing Paparazzi some serious pain. Another round of Tree Volley, but the Ghost Scepter is able to protect. What a beautiful RP, but a Winter's Curse instantly counters it, and now Yang is being maced in the face by Paparazzi, as well as the Cold Embrace being able to save Thompson. A Tornado throwing him up in the air with Anna able to finish him off. No buyback from Paparazzi. No buyback for Ori, and that's it. Vici Gaming will call GG. The series of the first and second place of their group will end 1-1.
I feel like Vici should have won this game.
I feel like. Wait, what?
Damn.
Sorry,